What's up, guys? I'm Caleb Giddings, and I'm out on the range with the Taurus RPC in 9mm. This is the new PDW from Taurus USA. It's got 32 round magazines, top rail. I was so excited to get out and shoot this that I grabbed just a random optic out of my gun locker, threw it on the gun, and took it out to the range. The big thing on this gun that sets it apart from other guns in this class is that it's a roller delayed operating system, right? That means your recoil with this is a lot less than you would deal with a gas blowback gun, right? Because the blowback guns, they gotta have a big heavy bolt. That big heavy bolt is slamming back and forth in the gun. It really changes the way the gun recoils. To show you how little this gun recoils, I've got a AC steel target at about 10, 12 yards. I'm gonna do a bill drill on it here real quick. All right, timer's good to go. So that was 178. My average split was 0.18. All right, there's almost no recoil on this gun, and it's small. You know, you're dealing with a 4.5-inch barrel here. I don't have a muzzle brake or a comp or a can or anything like that on this. And the gun's just shooting super flat. Barely recoils, barely bounces around. And one of the cool features on this gun too is it comes with interchangeable, I want to call them function keys, but that's not right. But anyway, oh yeah, interchangeable, it's tip something, I don't know. Anyway, so the tip goes in the bolt carrier group, and it's got a shoulder on it, and if you're running suppressed or subsonics, you'll go with a different locking tip. That's the word, hey, locking tips. So right now, I do not have the suppressed locking tip in here. I have the one that the gun comes standard with. I'm running regular 115 grain FMJ out of here, but probably thinking like, Caleb, well, everything feeds 115 grain FMJs really well. That's true, which is why I have some 147 grain Golden Sabres as well. Those Golden Sabres have a great big ogive on them, which they do not feed well in a lot of different platforms. So let's rip, I don't know, we'll say, honestly, I'm just gonna shoot until I get bored of shooting, which means I might be shooting for a while. Man, that's fun. Oh, I really like this gun, guys. Oh, I like this gun a lot. So I've got this one set up. The RPC is going to be available in 2 configurations. You can have it in a straight up pistol configuration that doesn't include this brace, or you can have it with the brace, which is obviously how I have mine set up right now. The brace does fold. I'm not going to fold it because I've got this cool sling attached to it, which is, I mean, honestly, this is such a cool little setup, right? You get a little suppressor, throw a little 9mm can on this thing, you get a little sling, run it with or without the brace. This is a this is like, look, I shoot guns for a living, right? I've shot everything from the Life Card 22 all the way up to thousands of rounds through a 50 BMG in my other job. And I normally don't get excited for what seems like kind of a standard thing, right? Like 9mm PDWs, those are pretty common. There's loads of options out there in that 9mm PDW segment, but this is really fun. And I think it's just because of how soft it shoots. Like, if I just, if I just want to mag dump into the berm here for a second, I can really show you how flat this gun tracks. So, just leaning in on the gun a little bit, I shot 10 rounds or 11 rounds. 11 rounds in 248, and you're looking at 0.17, 0.16 splits, and those all would have been in an A zone at, 7, 10 yards. I'm trying to think of something that I don't like about this gun. You know what? No, it's awesome. It's got an AR style pistol grip, so you could change this out for like a Magpul Mo grip if you wanted to do that. All of the controls are fully ambidextrous. Oh, I got 1 round left in the gun. Hang on 1 second. The bolt locks to the rear on an empty magazine. fully ambi controls, top rail. It's just a really, really cool setup gun. All of the features are really thoughtful. Everything's laid out in a way that makes sense and is ergonomic and shooter friendly. You've got M-lock slots up here on the front of the gun. So if you want to, you know, add M-lock attachments or things like that, you can. Like, how sick would this be if you put an IR designator up here, a suppressor, and then ran it under nods? That would be a really rad setup. Yeah. Anyway, this is the new Taurus RPC. It's available now from Taurus USA. If you go to taurususa.com, you can learn more about it. Again, 2 configurations, one with the brace, one without the brace. Comes with 2 32-round magazines, which I should point out 32 is more than 30, and I believe the other competitors in this space only have 30-round mags, so, you know, the Taurus is better. And that's it. It's got a quick change barrel system. Right now, the only barrel is the 4.5, but yeah, I'm gonna go back to shooting, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, I got another mag left. That's the best, when you think you're out and then you've got another mag. Just ripping headshots at 10 yards. All right, well, that's it for the Taurus RPC review. I've got about 1,000 rounds on this gun now, and it is running like a Swiss watch. So go to taurususa.com, learn more, and then go on the internet and buy one from one of our friends at like Gunbroker or something like that. I'm Caleb Giddings. Thanks for watching.